What's up, guys? It's your boy Amir, and I want to share with you something that's near and dear to my heart, right? So basically, earlier this week, I was having a good conversation with one of my guys in our young but growing rope flow community. Shout out to my man Jordan. And we were talking about how we've got these home gyms set up over the years, and he's got a really sweet setup, by the way. And how we also really love training outdoors, right? And as you can see, and if you've been anywhere on my channel, I'm outside almost all the time. It's just where I love the air, I love the wildlife, I love, just the feeling of the ground, the earth under my feet, barefoot or whatever. So it's great. And I'm going to tell you today in this video at least 10 reasons why you should consider training outside. It might save you some time, save you some money, get you in better shape, improve your immune system, improve all kinds of things. Your skin, you name it, you can improve it, let alone getting rid of some of the anxiety. Let's jump right into it. Well, look, first it all started for me probably about 12 years ago now, when I finally fired my bosses and quit the rat race forever so that I could travel the world and basically just live a little, right? I wanted to see what was going on out there. But one of the biggest problems I had in my mind was, how am I going to stay in shape, right, without my gym? I needed to go to the gym in my mind. It was the mindset that was trapping me at the moment. But then I started thinking, people have been fit and healthy and vibrant for eons of human history without so much as a Gold's or a Smith machine or a treadmill anywhere in sight. So I said, you know what? I'll just start working on my calisthenics, working on my body weight training. All I need is gravity in the ground, right? Maybe something to hang on to. So that was the beginning for me, and that was 12 years ago. And since then, I have not looked back, and I don't know if I ever could. Reason number one, it should be obvious, right? Fresh air is much better than gym funk. You don't need someone's sweaty sock smell in your training when you got fresh ozone and nature's best beautiful air. All right. Reason number two is you can ditch your pre-workout and your testosterone supplements for 20 minutes of sunlight on your face, right? It takes just a little while for your body to absorb all that beautiful vitamin D, improve your mood, improve your health, improve your functions, and all your hormones. Reason number three is the real world terrain equals real strength, right? Trees, roots, and all the stuff that's on the ground, it trains your stabilizer muscles in your feet so you can move like someone who could survive a zombie apocalypse, not just pose for Instagram out here. Reason number four is simple. Nature boosts your mood and helps you kill the stress. It lowers your cortisol levels, and that's simply straight up science, right? It's just a fact. So if you're losing your edge, you're over 40 or whatever have you, get your bounce back and get your balls back. Another great benefit is that, our brains like something different, right? Changing terrain, changing views. The trees are never the same when you're outside, but you look at the same four walls and the same exact view from that same treadmill when you're in the gym, and it's not as effective in terms of giving your body the stimulus it needs to kind of boost your energy, your moods, and your training routine. Training outside really just feels more like fun and less like punishment, right? So when you enjoy doing stuff, you keep doing it, right? So when you're outside, you can climb over some rocks, climb a tree, go hiking. All these things are just like when you were a kid and you're getting out and playing. And it's a lot of fun because it's changing up the stimulus your body gets. And, not only do you enjoy it, but when you enjoy things, you keep doing it. Plus, natural surfaces are way better for your joints. So if you got aches and pains in your knees and all that stuff, get off the concrete, get off the hard floor surface, get on some dirt, get on some grass. Feel the grass between your toes, man. You'll really thank me for it later. Get grounded out there. Feel that magnetism from your environment, right? Feel the planet under your feet. Plus, when you're outside in nature, there's no judgy attitudes. There's nobody looking at you, nobody curling in a squat rack. It's just you and the great outdoors, the trees and the birds, right? So you get to work out, walk, whatever it is you're doing, and enjoy the nature without worrying about the feedback from the peanut gallery. Seriously though, the fact is, training outside just makes you happier, right? Science calls it biophilia, and I call it just not losing my mind as I stand here trying to balance on this fallen tree branch. Really, if you know like I know, it's all about training for life, not for aesthetics, right? You're going to look the way you look. You can control that how you do. But really, you want to make sure you're resilient, agile. You can move around, lift things up, pick the grandkids up without throwing your back out, all that kind of stuff. And training outdoors in a varied environment really helps you achieve that much, much better than a bunch of bench presses, squats, and deadlifts will ever do. I mean, seriously though, I could go on and on. Some of you might say I already have, but I'm really never going back to the training in the gym. It's just so much better. There's so many reasons why being out in nature is just better for everyone, not just me. Okay, I'm not just making this up. And you'll find out. Give it a shot. Go out there, take a walk, get some push-ups in, some pull-ups, some squats. Okay, jump over some stuff, climb over some stuff like you did when you was a kid. Trust me, you'll thank me later for it. People ask about, what are you doing when it's raining? What about, I don't care if it's raining, it's snowing, anything besides a thunderstorm and maybe a hurricane. I will go out and train in it. I don't care, because all I need is my body weight, gravity, and a firm ground, and I can get it in anywhere, anytime I want. And I feel a lot better. I feel refreshed when I do it. I don't go back to the house feeling like I beat myself to death in the gym like some people do. I don't have to pay any monthly membership fees. I don't have somebody trying to push useless supplements on me that are full of all kinds of crap, where you probably be better off just eating the container it came in than the actual supplement itself. And I get to smell the fresh air, hear the birds, look at all the wild animals, which I do so love, especially my reptiles, my snakes, and all that stuff. My favorite animal is a snake, you know. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this. It's really just something I thought I would share, because a lot of people seem to really get stuck in the mindset that they have to get a gym membership and a trainer and go to a class somewhere in order to stay fit and stay healthy. And it's really, you know, it's oversold a bit, I think, and you can do much better for much less with going right outside, going for a walk in the park, going for a hike, going hike up a hill, whatever you want to do. Go cross a creek, have some fun. Get the kid back out in your training, and you'll feel a lot better. Trust me. See you next time.